Assalamualaikum students. In the last lesson you read about matter and three states of matter. The three physical states of matter, which are solids, liquids and gases. Here in the picture you see solids, arrangement of particles in solids, arrangement of particles in liquids, arrangement of particles in gases. In case of solids, the particles are tightly packed as the forces of attraction between the particles are very strong. In the case of liquids, the forces of attraction between the particles are not as strong as in case of solids. But in case of gases, the distances between the particles are there are great distances between the particles of gases. The particles move freely. That is why gases occupy all the available space. This explains why liquids, solids and gases are different from one another. Today we shall talk about the effect of heat on the arrangement of particles. What happens when solid is heated? When we heat matter, the particles of the matter absorb heat. The forces of attraction between the particles weaken. The particles move faster and move away from one another. The distances between the particles increase. That is why matter or things expand on heating. On the other hand, when matter is cooled down, the particles release or give out heat. The particles get close to one another and the distances between the particles decrease. That is why things contract on cooling. Contract means sukad jana. That is why things contract on cooling. Expand means phailna, contract means sukadna. In the figure you see, here is solid. If we heat solid, the attractive forces between the particle of solids become weakened. The distances between the particles increase. If we continue heating, a point is reached when solid form changes into liquids. If we still continue heating liquids, the forces of attraction between the particles become very, very small. A stage is reached when a liquid changes into gaseous form. The particles of gas are far away from one another. The distances between the particles are high. The distances between the particles increase, and that is why the gas particles or gas occupies all the available space. Now if we start to cool down the gas, the attractive forces between the particles of the gas become stronger, and if we continue cooling, a point is reached when gaseous form is changed into liquid form. If we still continue cooling liquids, at certain point the liquid changes back into solid form. The different states of matter are interconvertible. It means that one state of matter can be changed to another form. Now, next is the processes involving change in states of matter. What processes are involved? These are melting, freezing, boiling, evaporation and condensation. These processes are involved in the change of state of matter. First of all, we should read about melting. What is melting? Melting is the change of solid form into liquid due to heat. When we heat solids, it changes into liquid state, and this is called melting. When any solid is heated, the forces of attraction among the particles are weakened. When we heat solid, the forces of attraction become weaker. The distances between the particles increase. The particles move away from one another. In this way, solid state is changed into liquids. Example, I give the example of water or ice. When ice is kept out of the freezer, it absorbs heat from the surrounding and it changes into liquid, that is water. And the point or temperature at which a solid melts into liquid is known as melting point. The temperature at which a solid melts into liquid is called or known as melting point. And this is all about the today's lesson.